What is up, go-getters? I wanted to come in and do an up close and personal video, and I want to talk to you today about releasing resistance. I think that we could work a lot smarter and with ease in our businesses if we would release resistance. And I'm going to share more about what specifically I'm talking about in just a second. But for all those that are brand new here, welcome to this channel. On this channel, I share all kinds of business tutorials and tips, as well as some motivational and mindset content for online entrepreneurs. So feel free to stick around and join the Go Getter tribe by hitting that subscribe button. Okay, guys, so when I talk about releasing resistance, just to share a little bit about my personal story with resistance. For years, I ran my business and I woke up one day and realized that I was super drained and ready to actually throw in the towel and quit my online business, just walk away from online altogether. And maybe some of you guys are feeling that way right now. Maybe you are really tired of social media, or you're really tired of being online and you are looking for just another way. What I realized about myself is that I spent all of those years apologizing for who I am. I spent all of those years trying to be an extreme perfectionist. I spent all of those years trying to mold or shape myself into what someone else wanted me to be, versus just being who I am and realizing that I have a special place in the world. My business has a special place in the world. The way that I want to market and share that business has a special place in this space. And I didn't have to force myself into positions or places or even into strategies that were not a good fit for me. So I actually released a podcast episode about this resistance. And I definitely want you to check it out. The podcast is called The Godpreneur. It's my latest episode, so definitely check that out. I'll put the link in the description box for you to take a listen. But I'm talking about in that particular episode how resistance really does hold us back. So when I talk about resistance, I'm talking about resisting who you are, how you were created, in your way of doing things. I think that it holds a lot of us back as entrepreneurs. So instead of you accepting, like, just to give some examples, instead of you accepting that you are a night person, you heard somewhere that all millionaires wake up at 4 a.m. and they start their days at 4 a.m. So you are resisting the fact that you're a night person and trying to force yourself into that 4 a.m. schedule. And you've been trying to do it for multiple years as an entrepreneur, always falling on your face, always failing. Or maybe you're in a terrible mood during the day because you're trying to make yourself be more of a morning worker, when really you wake up and light up at night. That's one example. Or maybe and it's one thing I talk about in the Purpose Driven Business Collective, we talk a lot about seasons. So there is fall, there is summer, there is winter, and in different seasons, all creation does different things in different seasons. What would make us any different? So let's just say during the summer months, you more so feel really good about traveling and resting and recharging for the fall and winter months. And that's when you work really hard during the fall and winter months. But let's just say you heard somewhere that you're supposed to be working on your business 365 days a year, 7 days a week. You're supposed to be present with your content, present with your social media presence, right? You're supposed to be live all the time, 365 days a year. So for years in your business, you have been hard on yourself for not showing up in a way that someone else told you that you need to. You are resisting your need for rest over the summer months. So one of the common reasons that I find with my clients, and maybe you'll be able to relate to this, that they feel burnt out, miserable in their business. They feel like they want to quit. They feel like they're not good enough. They feel like they're not an effective entrepreneur, is literally because they are resisting who they are. Okay, so you've only been living with yourself for X amount of years. By now, most likely, if you look within, you will recognize certain patterns that are simply not shortcomings. They are who you are. Some people like to go to bed at 7 p.m. Like, When you don't, you're shattered, right? But maybe you are an early bird. You like to wake up super early. So when it's in the evening time, you're tired. You're not capable of conducting meetings, being on calls, or doing work, producing that time of night. Some people are planners, so they need to plan everything out to the T. Other people are more spontaneous. What I'm trying to say to you today, and I want to just keep it super short, is that instead of you punishing yourself for not being how you see someone else being, stop resisting who you are and start embracing and start to work along with the way that you were created. You will be able to produce much better results, understanding and embracing and accepting who you are. So instead of you beating yourself up over not being a night person, or instead of you beating yourself up over not being a morning person or not being anything that you see someone else being or saying that you should be, start to work along with your gift. If your gift is night and that's when you like to work, start to get excited about those night work sessions. Block out the noise that tells you that you have to be a morning person. Sleep in, get your rest, take care of yourself, exercise, fitness, healthy eating during the day. And then at night, you can then get into your deep, interesting, exciting work sessions. I feel like more comes out of that when you more so like embrace and accept that, versus putting up a resistance against yourself. So that's pretty much what I wanted to share, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Be blessed, and definitely comment below and let me know your thoughts. Ooh, don't forget, guys, I started another channel recently. So if you want to hear more of my spiritual faith-based content, definitely give me a follow. Subscribe over at Grit and Grace. That is my new channel. And check out the resources below as well, guys, in the description box. Be blessed. See you on the next one.